Okay,
it's 9 p.m. Where are your children?
God, it was so scary. I remember being a kid seeing that.
I was beef before I was around, I think.
You're so young.
And I'm a baby.
David Gilmour's guitar auction. The biggest auction in guitar history, I'd probably say.
I think it's the biggest auction in history. Period.
Hey, so David sold off his top guitars. The famous Black Strat of David's is now not in his hands anymore. It is in the hands of the owner of the Colts.
Yeah.
He bought this guitar for close to $4 million.
That's a lot of dang money for a guitar,
It's a lot of money. But it's one of the
It
coolest
is one of the
guitars.
coolest. I would, if I had $4 million, if I only had $4 million, and they were like, you can have David Gilmour's guitar, I'd just be poor. It'd be great.
Jim also bought, I think Jim's his name. I'm just going to go
Jim
Jim.
Colt.
Well, that's not his last name.
Dr. Jim Colt of the Colts.
But he also bought his famous D35 that was used on most of David's acoustic recordings that we've heard on the records. And that went for quite a bit of money too, over $1 million, I believe.
That's a solid chunk.
Not inflation adjusted, not quite as much as Clapton's triple out would have gone for.
Yeah, I don't care about inflation though.
I do.
It's not real.
Because the Titanic is still #1 in the box office. Inflation. Forever. You can never beat it. Just hold me, Leo. That's like it's all right. So I'm going to go through the guitars, the top guitars of what we think are the most interesting, for some weird reasons too, because there's some weird ones here. So we're going to go through some guitars real quickly. Here we go. You guys ready? Number 1, obviously David Gilmour's black one, sold for $3.975 million, $3,975,000. That guitar was used on Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, The Wall, almost everything. It's unbelievable. Next guitar, which we think is unbelievable as well, 1954 Stratocaster, serial number
1.
Yes.
000001.
001, I think, right?
Yeah.
The 3 zeros, or is it 4? Let me look at that.
I think it's 15 zeros,
3 zeros.
actually.
That sold for $1.8 million. That was used in Another Brick on the Wall, Part 2. That's an unbelievable guitar.
That's crazy.
I know, number 1.
Number 1.
He had a 1958 Gretsch White Penguin. That sold for $447,000. A 1955 Gibson Gold Top Les Paul, also $447,000. But his '69 Gibson, as we said, Martin Gibson. Sorry. So Gibson's making D35. The Martin D35. That went from, what was that? Over $1 million. That's nice. Pretty amazing. But this is one that, these are sort of now I got some squirrely ones. His 1976 Ovation Custom.
Well, that's the one that I would get.
Yes, that one.
That's the one that I probably.
It almost hit $400,000.
It probably sounds great.
That was used on the demo for Comfortably Numb, which is arguably one of the
best
coolest
songs ever
classic rock songs ever. The lyrics to that still make me cry.
Absolutely.
Like if you can't, like it sums up like, the industrial age we're living in, disenfranchisement, war, anti-war, everything, and like one song.
Downfalls of capitalism.
And it's cool.
Yeah. That was one of my first girlfriends, one of my first longtime girlfriends. I played her that song. That was like the first, when we first met. I was 12. Get over it.
Like, do I know this one?
No, it was like she didn't know it, but I did, and it was like a.
Mine was a song by Extreme. I'm not going to talk about it.
Moving on.
She wasn't a girlfriend either. I didn't have girlfriends.
Yeah.
Nobody liked me. And then this is what sort of dumbfounded me. He sold, but they're awesome because it's David's. But in 1983, a 1984, and a 1986 Strat, they all went for over $100,000 a piece. Some all close to $200,000. Some a little bit above. And then his red Strat, which is his primary recording guitar and performing guitar for the past, I don't know, while.
Yeah.
That went for $615,000.
It's a pricey Strat.
Cash. So this, and all this money, this is the best part, it all went for charity. And the charity was Client Earth.
Client Earth. What is Client Earth?
Client Earth helps fund the legal teams to fight climate change, which we need a lot of, because there's a lot of legal teams out there that are fighting the other side.
Yeah, like they want they want climate change.
Which is kind of like they work for the empire.
They do, yeah.
They're like, no, we're bad guys.
Yeah, we just give us the money.
We like climate change.
Yeah, climate change is great.
Like it's just weird. So anyway,
I've got beachfront property in Iowa now.
and like David had some good quotes on this. Yeah,
did he?
That was funny. I just got that because the Iowans are like, yes,
hell yeah,
finally. So this is from David. The global climate crisis is the greatest challenge that humanity will ever face, and we are within a few years of effects of global warming being irreversible. That's a quote he's sort of taken from some of the primary.
That's kind of our. That's the one.
Hey, don't put me in your camp.
Okay. All right.
I think for myself.
It's a rugged individual.
Okay, and then this was another quote that I liked from David as well. I'm going to read it, and so I have to read the screen. I'm sorry, I have to do that. But I'm both sad with losing some of the instruments and relieved to get this thing dealt with, and that it's being done for some good. If I need a particular guitar, I'll go out and buy another one.
Yep.
They are tools of my trade. They have given me my music, but in the end, they are tools that I use. I love that quote.
That's
by
awesome.
David. It's really, because
that's a great philosophy.
We get sentimental about the instruments, but again, I'm the same. They're my tools that I use. That you'll have to pry from my cold dead hands because I love them so much. And then one of the other quotes that I thought was great by David about this thing, it directly relates to the guitar, his number Blackie, the black one. It's not Blackie. It's Black Strat. Sorry, it's confusing. It's on so much stuff. He's talking about his guitar, but Fender, they've made replica ones that they sell, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tons of them that are absolutely perfect. One of those might be my future guitar of choice even. Horror of horror, maybe I'll even change the color. I like that. He's sort of trolling everybody out there.
Yeah.
You know my Black Strat, but hey, guess what? I might have a magenta one next week.
Yeah, I hope so.
But so overall, this is the biggest auction that we've probably seen for a one person's guitar collection.
Yeah, and it seems like a net positive for everybody. So we're getting the wrap it up sign. Let's close this down.
That's a good way to say it. Net positive. Thank you. So thanks for watching again. Click subscribe. And we appreciate it. And thanks, David, for doing what you did.
We really appreciate you.
Sincere thanks. And thanks for making the music you made.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We love your music.
High five. See ya.
Uncle Michael, this video is for you. Because I remember you smoking lots of funny stuff when I was a kid listening to these records. Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye.